guys, and welcome back to the Drift Games YouTube channel. We hope you're all doing well. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate all of your subscriptions. It's really loud right now because we're here in Drift Masters for the only round of the season here in Riga, and to be honest, we are working pretty hard at this one. We obviously run a lot of the media production here with a lot of incredible teams. But what we haven't done is kind of showing you guys behind the scenes, what makes the show work. You guys have probably watched this event on the live stream by now, and it's pretty slick, but what makes all of that work? How does it all work? So I think I'm going to grab one of my friends here. Mr. As you can see, Josh is hard at work. Hello. Getting all of the videos up on the social media channels and on the live stream. But I've got one of my friends here, my good pal, Ian Waddington.
Hey.
So Ian is going to grab the camera and I'm going to take you on a tour which nobody's ever seen before of how Drift Masters works. How does all the production work? So Ian, if you take that,
there we go.
We are going to go and show you guys basically how it all works. So this is our compound, and this is sort of separate from the public. So this is where all of the production teams, everybody is together working on different parts of the project. So this particular office, which we can
go in there. We can go in there.
We can do a little quick look. Hello.
Hello.
So these are the guys doing a lot of the Red Bull, basically social media, vlogs, that kind of stuff. It's also where the production managers will sit, take a break, have their meetings, that kind of thing. So not too interesting. Of course, because our media team is always going to be in the messiest sort of area. So this is Lucas, Bandana Boy. Lucas works alongside Josh on bringing you all of the videos you see throughout the weekend, and this is basically our little production office. Now we've gone for a convertible style this weekend because it's so hot. So as you can see, Josh and Lucas.
What are you working on?
Trying to edit for you guys to watch.
So Josh and Lucas, the reason they work on our team is that they're some of the fastest videographers, I think, in the world, especially in drifting. The reason being is that they'll produce probably 12 to 14, maybe even 16 edits a weekend. And think about that. That is maybe an hour of edited footage that goes out, whether it's on the live stream, whether it's on your social media, whether it's on your Instagram. That's what they're making. As you can see, drones, cameras, batteries everywhere. This is a very complicated setup. Give us a look at your camera, Lucas. Check this thing out.
Which one?
The one that looks like a trap from Ghostbusters.
I don't know which one you're talking about,
yeah,
but...
So as you can see, there's very, very custom equipment. And Lucas and Josh are basically running in and out from the track all weekend, getting the shots, coming in, getting the edits done. So that's kind of what they're doing. We'll come around here, I'll show you some more. This entire area, as you can see, these guys are working on the digital enhancements. So essentially all of the graphics that you guys see on the screens, these guys are putting all those graphics together. They're also testing a system this weekend which shows all of the cars in terms of real time. So, you know, speed, angle, whether they're in a clipping zone or not, there's all sensors on the cars. It's a really complicated, 10 people on that team. The incredible thing is these thousands and thousands of meters of cable. Like you can see cables going everywhere. Watch your step, Ian.
I'm good,
you can almost trip over a wire here and pull the whole system down, so you got to be careful.
I don't want to be that guy.
Here's an amazing story. So back in Irish Drift Championship, where I've come from, this is talking maybe 7 years ago, I met a guy called Martin Kavanagh from a company called See It Live, and he did our first ever live stream at Global Warfare 1, which is years and years ago if you guys even remember it. And he actually only had a Ford Transit van with a couple of screens in the back of it. This is now what Martin's setup has grown to. 2 full trucks and a trailer, which is insane. So I'm going to take you guys on a little guided tour, which nobody's seen before. So I want to show you guys in here. People are working really hard at the moment, so I don't want to disturb them too much. We'll jump inside and see if we can get a little picture. So we got to be a little bit quiet in here. So this is Adrian, this is our sound desk guy. He's here working on all of the sound. As you can see, that is the level of camera equipment we're dealing with here. Almost 20 cameras. You can see the drones are right here.
Is it coming in? Is it loud? Is it quiet?
High definition cameras. This is Rob, this is our producer. This is Daniel, the magic team. So this is everybody who's sort of running that behind the scenes. It seems so fluid on screen, but there's a lot of people working in here. You can see from different views, different cameras, replays, all that stuff that I don't really understand. So we are about 2 minutes, or 2 hours from going live. You can see how tense it is, and everyone's trying to make sure all the systems are working, all the cameras are working. Huge amount of testing going into every single aspect of this. It is a full, essentially, we used to talk in drifting about live stream. This isn't a live stream anymore. This is a broadcast. This is the same as what you'd have at a television and, you know, WRC or Formula 1. Even our director is ex-Formula 1, so it's very, very serious stuff. This is Bastian.
Hi.
Bastian is the man behind all of the graphics and all of the statistics that you guys see on the screen. We also have Jordan Butters. Jordan, probably best known for his work with Speed Hunters. He's our official photographer, and he's getting all those snaps. run them back in and edit them with the boys, Josh and Lucas, try and get them out on social media as quick as possible. Take some insane photos.
We interrupt this video to give a very special shout out to one of our partners here at Drift Games, Mobil 1 Oil. Mobil 1 Oil is used by some of the best drifters in the game, such as these guys. As you can see, even I made the cut into the best drivers in the game. What? So yeah, Mobil 1 is used by the best drifters in the world, and me.
I'm going to show you inside this truck. So this is actually another edit suite. This is where you'll see all of those special features on the live stream or the broadcast. You'll see Dominic is in here. She is basically getting all of those ready as quick as possible. Take the footage from the track, get it into the machine, chop it all up together and make sure it's live for you guys when we get the next room. This is more of a control room. So this Keen, obviously you guys know Keen from the channel. Keen essentially is the showrunner. So he's the person that communicates between the guys who are doing the broadcast and the track team that are actually running the track. So he's kind of the middle ground. It's our director Kevin, who is basically the head man on top of it all. He's basically watching everything sort of like an eye in the sky to make sure everything's running. And he's actually the one pressing these buttons, which switches all of those cameras to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Make it look important, Kev, make it look important.
Cut, mix cue, cut.
And repeat. So we're going to jump out back. Of course, everybody's very busy at the moment. That's not the only thing we got to show you. So all that truck, as you can see, the guys are all very stressed out because me and Ian only have to talk. They have to make sure everyone can hear us.
Don't downplay it, Dave. It's difficult what we do.
It's difficult what we do, but you know, we don't have as many. This is the only technical part we need, which is our brain and our mind. So this system is for all the onboard cameras. These are the onboard guys from Red Bull TV. So these are the systems that are actually placed in the car. So when you get into the car, you see all those GoPros. They have to be connected to receivers, and those receivers come back into the truck. So a lot of gear. That's the man doing a live drone right now. Such a bizarre thing. They just sit there staring into nothing, but they are controlling the drones that are flying over the track. They have spare drones here on the wall.
There's one right there behind you, Dave.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That'd be lovely. Maybe a little fly across the forest.
So they are carbon fiber, so lightweight race drones with a GoPro. They do not self-hover, so they've got to constantly be using it all the time. And they basically land in here, change the battery, and everything. I definitely don't know how that stuff works. So we're going to go up to the tower to show you guys where me and Ian will be commentating from and all the gear up there. Do you climb the stairs and hold the camera?
Yeah, I can try.
You gonna try?
Let's see how it goes.
Let's make it a little bit louder. This is the spotters area where all the spotters radio back to the drivers. So this is their view. Pretty cool. As you can see, it's all getting very tight up here. This is the highest point of everybody on the track. As you guys saw, this is our view of the track, as you can see. Very, very, very close. So I'm going to talk you guys through all of what's going on here. So, this is where the judges sit. So this is pretty interesting. 3 judges, they each have an iPad to put their scores in. They also have different communications. So they can come and talk to us, they can talk to the truck, they can talk to each other, all with these switch panels here. One of the most amazing things that happens here though is they can actually rewind the run. So the judges in Drift Masters, completely different than any other championship, can actually look at something different to what you're seeing at home. So we might be looking at a drone shot or a slow-mo. These guys can be looking back at the run, doing literally any angle they want. This is the scoring system. You can see it here. That's how complicated it is. I don't know what any of this does, but you can see the scores coming in. And this is what you eventually see on your screens. And this is where we are. So interestingly enough, which a lot of people don't know, Ian, is we actually very rarely watch any of the runs live.
No, well,
we're watching the majority of it, as you can see, on the screen. And the reason we're watching it on the screen is because obviously we're communicating with the guys at home, so we see what you see. So instead of us commentating on something that you can't, instead of looking that way, we're looking this way. 2 headsets, this is our microphone back to the truck. It's pretty loud up here. So we have noise cancelling headphones, as you can imagine. So we can sit here where we can really only hear each other, and we're communicated to from the truck. So anytime we're commentating, we might be listening to the producer, the director, each other, judges, all at the same time. So it's quite a lot going on in our very small heads, me and Ian. And we can process very little most of the time, but it's pretty tough during these. So we got to constantly be on it with ad breaks and all that kind of stuff. This laptop essentially shows us all of the scoring. So if we want to refer to something, we can look at it. And old school, we still have pieces of paper with all of our information from the drivers, because that's just what we're used to. So as you can see, a lot going on up here in the tower. We're just before we're going live now, so everything is set up. I thought this would be a really interesting opportunity to show you guys how insane it is. Like cars flying. So loud, so intense. But not only is the track action intense, but what's going on behind the scenes. You've got over 100 people working on the broadcast of this particular round. And me and Ian sitting there trying to make sure that we don't get any words muddled up. So we hope you enjoyed this really behind the scenes tour of Drift Masters. We're about to go live. You guys will have obviously seen the event at this point. We just thought it'd be a nice opportunity to show you how much work and progression is going into European drifting right now. And to be honest, it's really exciting because we get to see so much stuff that is for the future. New technology, new ideas. So if you liked the episode, link us in the comments below. Let us know if you thought it would be this complicated or not this complicated. If you like Drift Masters, let us know. And this is a nice little sneak peek behind the scenes. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching. It's so loud, we gotta go live now. We'll see you on the next one.